What is up, SmackNPie here, and welcome back to another Five Nights at Freddy's video on the channel. Today we are going to do a full analysis / breakdown, look at some secrets and Easter eggs that you guys might have missed. But considering I'm uploading this late, you guys already know all the things, but this is my take on stuff that you might find a little bit different and interesting. So you know what, we're not going to waste any more time, let us begin. But before we begin, if you haven't seen my reaction to the trailer, make sure to check it out. I'll put the link up there in the cards. Now let's get into the video.
When I first found you, you were nothing. You were small, pathetic. But now, you are more. Are you ready?
So it started off with a guy with deep voice talking about how she was pathetic, this Vanny obviously, and we can assume safely that this is Glitchtrap talking to Vanny and basically saying how she was pathetic and nothing, and I've made her into what she is today, and look at you, I am proud of you. Are you ready to do what is necessary? He didn't say what is necessary, I added that in. So in my opinion, there is something big going on in the mall. Something big, something major, some sort of tragic event that is about to happen, staged by yours truly, William Afton and Vanny. And I am gonna say this, and I'm gonna back my theory at the end of this video, and that is to resurrect William Afton Glitchtrap by feeding him souls from other animatronics as well as other kids. This might not make any sense now, but stay with me. I feel like Vanny is now resurrecting William Afton Glitchtrap into a physical form because he already exists after Help Wanted. We've seen in the Princess Quest from FNAF Help Wanted mobile port, but stay with me, I'll guide you through. So as you can see, first of all, they said capture on PlayStation 5. This is a mix of gameplay and cinematics shown. So anything that looks a bit odd, that is gameplay. Anything that looks far more polished, just like this scene, is cutscene. And you can see Vanny dancing just like Glitchtrap in FNAF Help Wanted here, with joy but pure terror in her eyes, as it is literally represented by red eyes glowing in the dark. And I love, because this makes her look 10 times scarier than any other monster in this trailer. Then we see our first look, well, not first look because it has already happened, but our first in-game look. This is definitely a gameplay cutscene, not just cutscene, but gameplay cutscene where we see ourselves, the security guard, night guard girl, Vanessa. She's looking at us, Gregory, in a lift going down. Now, if we were to assume that those toys, those action figures, if we were to assume that those action figures that Funko revealed actually connects to this game in terms of mechanics, then it is absolute with certainty that the reason she is scared is because she has seen Glamrock Freddy with us. And there's another reason why I feel like Glamrock Freddy is right now with us, is because we see other animatronics chasing us, but not Glamrock Freddy. We only see Glamrock Freddy on stage with other animatronics, but let's get back to the topic at hand. This also makes it extremely complicated, because we were going with the theory that Vanessa and Vanny are 2 in 1. She goes back and forth with her face of evil and good. But this, it is a bit complicated. Then we get this extended shot of freaking play area. I forgot the name of it. However, you can see up there are some things missing on the top area. There were things here that gave hint to the Moondrop animatronic and Sun animatronic as well from the first trailer. Now they're missing here. So it is an ever-developing work in progress build that they're showcasing us. This might not be the final piece. This might be the final piece, but I feel like there are still things they're adding in, taking out, that they're not sure. Scott Cawthon is gonna be like, I don't like this, take it out, I like this, put it back in. Then we get this extended look at Freddy Fazbear's Pizzaplex. I love this because it is a throwback to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, the original Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, and now we get Freddy Fazbear's Pizzaplex because it is a rebranding for the new generation. And you see the shadow of Vanny. I love it because this is a continuation, and it seems like this is her just wearing the suit from the basement. She just wore the suit. As soon as she wore the suit, she's now full of joy and excitement, and now she's dancing. When fear takes hold, this is pure Scott Cawthon type of trailer where he puts these kind of text in there. This would remind you of Five Nights at Freddy's sister location. And if you pause at the right minute, you can clearly see Vanny in the background. And also, this is a direct homage to Five Nights at Freddy's sister location first trailer, which was the only trailer we ever got. When fear takes hold, this is what I believe we can still stick with Vanny being the security guard as well as evil, because, and this goes for other animatronics as well, because when fear takes hold, Vanny the guard had a fear of Gregory being taken away by animatronics. Then we get our first look at Roxanne Wolf, and let me tell you, out of everyone, hold up Roxanne Wolf, let me look at you. She is definitely my go-to character in Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. But keep an eye on their eyes because they are red, and I'll get back to it later. And reality fails. Fails is an interesting choice of word here by Scott Cawthon and Steelwood Studios because Vanny, the guard, tried her best to make sure that Gregory is safe. But when that reality failed, what happened next? We'll take a look. By the way, with every word here, there's a Vanny in the background if you brighten it up. We look at Montgomery Gator. This is the only animatronic that does not need red eyes because he still looked terrifying regardless. The stage is set. When the reality fails, the stage is set. This is William talking to Vanny and then Vanny talking to the other animatronics. And then you take a look at Glamrock Chica. My god, she's gorgeous, but she's nothing compared to Roxanne Wolf. I would like to apologize. Let's keep on going. She had red eyes as well. And insanity prevails. Who is insane here? Vanny, the killer, the evil part of Vanessa. Let's keep on going. Also, that freaking chime is direct reference to Ballora theme for Five Nights at Freddy's sister location. And these animatronics are designed in a way which is connecting directly to sister location animatronics, specifically Ballora. How you remember how they were shiny? They are shiny as well. They had a little bit more depth in terms of textures. Here, they look a little bit more simpler, but I still like this transition here. I feel like Steelwood Studios and Scott Cawthon now wants to do a little bit more generalized, not too dark. It is still dark, but not too dark. They want to go a little bit more simpler that is easy for the eye to catch. The animatronics are being turned on. Pause on that. They're just being turned on for the stage, going from bottom to the top to entertain the masses. And then we take a look at Gregory. This is our cutscene. I am confident 100% this is a cutscene because this does not look anything like Vanessa the guard we've seen, which was the in-game cutscene. This is the cinematic cutscene. And you can see Gregory, he has a flashlight, and he also, which I would assume that Night Guard girl gives him that, and also he has a watch, which I'll get to later. He accidentally ended up in the control room. I wonder if we can access one of these control rooms, or this is the place where he transfers the control room portion of mechanics into his watch. It is far more interesting, but we get our first look here at Gregory.
Gregory, we can get you out of here.
Vanny Guard said, Gregory, we can get you out of here, which is interesting because she'll say another line later, we can get you out of here. Keep listening.
You and me together.
See, she's implying that if they both work together, they can get out. Why she's implying herself? Why is she feels like she's in danger? After all, she's the Night Guard girl, so she's supposed to be security guard here. Why? I'll get to it in just a second. And then we see Montgomery's golf area. This is what's taking a little bit longer. You can see Montgomery's hologram there. I just hope and wish we get to play the games that are in here, such as arcade and whatnot. It seems like there are paths made specifically to play, as you can see. This concerns me, ladies and gentlemen, because first of all, we see Roxanne Wolf's statue up there, so everyone has statue, and in front you can see pirate ship with Foxy cutout. This is a cutout, not designed as other statues. 3D statues, this is a cutout of Foxy Pirate Adventures, so they added Foxy one way or another. We already had a Roxanne Wolf, but they added Foxy in there because you need your core animatronics, which I feel like all 4 core animatronics are gonna be in there. Glamrock Freddy, Glamrock Chica, Foxy here, and the 4th one, I'll get to it later. But we are hiding from Night Guard Girl, so it seems like we are very early in the game, or this is Gregory teaming up with Glamrock Freddy, and he's helping him hide. Gregory somehow ended up here late, and now he's hiding in the early parts. And when he accidentally gets to the elevator and down in the basement area, that's when Night Guard Girl, she's like, nah, you're about to die, let me help you. And then her transition begins. So I feel like Night Guard Girl, her part are going to be small, or Vanny's part are going to be small, and her part is going to be bigger, but you won't see both of them in same frame. Let's keep on going.
They won't stop hunting you.
They won't stop hunting you. First of all, Heather's, I feel like that's Heather's baby circus voice. I loved her. And also now we're seeing here, this is definitely played with PlayStation 5 controller. This is what I wanted to see. This is where animatronics would look absolutely creepy.
None of them will stop hunting you.
none of them will stop hunting you. She's directly referring to these animatronics who are definitely possessed by Vanny, aka her other self. This area, listen, it looks off, it looks odd, and I'm gonna talk about it in some other video, but this does look off. I hope this is not the final frame. Hopefully, and I'm positive this is a work in progress. If this is a work in progress, this shouldn't have been in here, but it is a welcome addition. Now the expectation should be really low so that we don't get disappointed. I feel like it's gonna be fine. When we're playing, actually, we're not gonna feel it. This area right here, ladies and gentlemen, we have a few things to notice. First of all, we got the guitar, and I feel like this is the Bonnie guitar from the original game. In the next one, we have Cupcake, of course, the original Cupcake. Chica Chicken, her room there, and we know she's in there. We got Montgomery Gator's room, and I believe he's gonna be in there. Roxanne Wolf and Freddy Fazbear. This seems like a showroom / museum where you see artifacts of the original Freddy Fazbear, as well as see them in their showroom, because if you go forward, you can actually see them, or at least you see Chica in there. It quickly turns, but you can see on top right, you can see vent. And I believe this is no ordinary vent because there's literally lighting in there. So 100% someone is going to be in there. And actually, there's another frame coming up. If you brought it up, you see Vanny in a vent. So definitely these vents are going to get used, and I'm pumped. I just hope that these lights go down and dark as we move forward so that animatronics feel a lot more scarier. Let's move on. There she is, Chica, Glamrock Chica doing her thing. Absolutely fantastic, loving it. I'm like, yo, you go, Chica. She's in her showroom right now as we see, because you can see her monitor here. You can also see arcade and you can see other vents. So I believe and I hope that there are ways that we can enter one vent and exit from another, or that Vanny or other monsters might be able to enter these vents and exit from other. Or maybe there are specific animatronics that can only lower in vents, and if you're near one of these vents, they can catch you.
To get you out by morning.
And she said we have to get you out by morning. So is this one night only? We don't know. And frankly, that is a part that I'm not very concerned about. Then we finally get a look at the ball pit. Ball pit, we already had a book. Ball pit has a lot of stories in Five Nights at Freddy's. Just make sure that nobody's around here, nobody's inside the ball pit. No, I'm gonna skip that. This is definitely a cheery room, and it is definitely giving us a sign. We will definitely be able to play as Gregory and play these arcade games and these ball pits and have some fun before it all goes to shizzle pizzle. Then this concerns me, ladies and gentlemen, because we're in kitchen and you see Chica chasing us, but she has no red glowing eyes. Now I hope they do, because if they don't, they shouldn't be chasing us like that. They should be friendly. Only when their eyes are glowing red should they be chasing us. And don't come at me and say, oh, it's because they haven't locked line of sight, because Roxanne Wolf in the next frame, she locks her eyes and we're directly in her sight, but she doesn't have those glowing red eyes. So this concerns me. And also, there's some other lighting stuff that needs to be changed a little so this looks a little more scarier. Don't get me wrong, this is already scary. Look at this. No, I don't want this. And look at Montgomery Gator. What is he doing?
I say you will bring
This frame right here. If I put up another frame from PlayStation Blog, look at how different these are. So it is a clear indicator that these are work in progress builds that they're showing us, just because they wanted to show something in state of play so that more people can watch, so that PlayStation can upload that trailer on their channel. But it actually shows that there's so much stuff that had actually been changed ever since that we're seeing the build from.
me what I want, and if you
Look at Roxanne Wolf. Her eyes should be glowing red at this point. Something should be happening. These lights should be flickering. The environment should be a little bit dark, but that is just my opinion. This might be early in the game. Listen, I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to them chasing us specifically. There's something off about them chasing us, definitely. But the free roam actually makes this 10 times scarier. So we're just gonna have to wait and see on that part.
then you will.
This is what I was talking about earlier. You can see the camera system. You have to use the left pad to go up and down through the cameras. You can see everything. The map, I believe the more you explore, automatically the map extends. You have inventory, so you have to collect stuff because you can see the flashlight. Oh my god, the batteries, the tickets. I don't know what that is. Is it a taser? Can we tase animatronics? I hope so. It has to be. The feature has to be in there. And we don't know what 8 is. We're just gonna have to wait and see on that part. And finally, logs. You guys already know what that is. Do I even have to go in depth with that one?
Both of you, burn!
It is interesting he talks about both of us being burned, and then we see Moondrop here, who is fantastic. But what are you wearing, my guy? We're gonna get burned if you don't give Montgomery Gator what he wants. Which means that these animatronics see both of us. So in the beginning, Night Guard Girl is actually gonna help us. What if she triggers them and pretends to us that she's helping us only to lead us to a place where we can't escape, and then she reveals her true form, which actually is coming up just next. Look at this. Already 10 times scarier. We're in a dark place and he looks 10 times terrifying with that strength. This is what we need. Less lights when it is scary. Already this Chica shot and the previous Roxanne Wolf shot, they look insanely good and scary and terrifying, especially Chica. What are you doing? If you add red glowy eyes, I am dead. And finally we have Vanny. I feel like this is when Night Guard Girl manipulates us and get us in here. Vanny is going to be able to catch us. Also, if you notice something, Glamrock Freddy is the only one we haven't seen chasing us, so he might help us. And we might not end up here. Or he actually might try to help us. And Vanny, the Night Guard Girl, she is like, nah, they're here to hurt you. And she will show, look at Glamrock Chica, look at Roseanne Wolf. They're hurting you. There is no way you can trust Glamrock Freddy. And you're like, oh, that is true. And then you see the Sun animatronic. Well done, good job. The racetrack. I hope we get to play games here in the racetrack. This is what I was talking about earlier. Staff only, back rooms. Night Guard Girl leads us here and asks us to wait so that she can make a way out for both of us. And whilst we're waiting for her, she changes her costume. And she's like, oh, Gregory. And then the first trailer's voice lines of Vanny starts to appear and she reveals her true form. This is what's going to happen. This is my theory, ladies and gentlemen. And I feel like this is just the beginning part, like first hour or something. The whole trailer is just the first hour. There's far more that will happen at the second hour, third hour. But up next,
There is more going on here than you realize.
that is Scott Cawthon. This is William Afton, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like Vanny is trying to resurrect him and she will succeed in that. You can see the purple here. You can see the flesh being melted in this. This is FNAF 4 animatronics endoskeleton flesh. This is definitely William Afton. Another reason to that because this is purple. We've seen in Princess Quest when that little girl that Glitchtrap preyed on and made her victim, she was the one actually who became the victim. So she was the little girl Glitchtrap was talking about in the beginning of this trailer. So she was small, he made her into whoever she is now, and here we freaking are. So we know the Vanny's origin story, how she got into this mess, we know how she got the mask in the beginning of this, and now we know the events leading up to her meeting Glitchtrap, and now this is gonna be her resurrecting Glitchtrap one final time, and we're gonna have a final showdown with Glitchtrap. So Gregory, I hope he survives, but I feel like what's going to happen at the end is that Gregory might not be able to survive, and this game will lead up into another game, and so forth and so on, depending on what the story is. But so far, that's all we know related to Final Fantasy Security Breach. 2021, it's going to happen, but ladies and gentlemen, that was freaking Final Fantasy Security Breach. Secrets, Easter eggs, and all the things you might have missed, and what you need to know for the upcoming game. We'll make more videos on the performance, what I feel overall about the trailer in some other video, but I will leave you here with this one. So make sure you're subscribing, notifications on, because more Final Fantasy videos are coming. Thank you, Steelwood Studios and Scott Cawthon, for blessing us with this. I'll see you in the next video. Take care and peace.